up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. And this is my second or third Speak On It podcast episode. And we'll be covering three things tonight. So we're going to be covering Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 6, Baddies Midwest, Episode 7, and the Jay-Z allegations. I'm going to be reading into the docket, hearing his response, hearing the lawyer's response for the victim, reading out the story, and then me letting y'all know what I think after I compile all of the evidence together. Okay? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. I had a really good weekend. I went to go to DC. I went to go hang out with my friends. I had a good ass time. I can't lie. What's up? Let's Talk Life. What's up, Tamika? What's up, Shanda? What's up, Big Queen Ish? What's up, Race and Lee? How all of y'all doing? All right, so before I get started, I want to just say this, that I just want to reiterate to y'all. I know that some of y'all have came here on the excitement of my last review, and you want to know I'm okay with that. I love that for us. I love that y'all love what I'm giving and stuff like that. However, I'm here to let you know right now, and I really feel like I need to make this a point to say that nobody on any of these shows are favored, in my opinion. Meaning that in any moment that I don't like something that's happening and I'm reviewing it, anybody could get ate up, period. Melody, Martell, Marceau, Destiny, Tisha, Trisha, everybody. So I just want to put that out there right now so y'all are not disappointed or confused, okay? I just want to put that out there right now. Y'all understanding me? If y'all understand me, put a 1 in the chat. Because I feel that this is something I need to tell y'all up front. This is not a millimeter channel. Okay? I just want to put that out there. All right. So let's get into this, shall we? So the episode picks up where the last one left off, meaning that we are at the Big D event. Now, I'm trying to understand, what does the D stand for? Because after I seen this episode, I'm not sure what it stands for. Like, what it like disgrace, disgust, or, better suited, Department of Corrections. I think Department of Corrections is I think that one is the money one. Debt? Yes, you got it. I think that one is the one. All right, so Martell says that he bets Tisha wants to see this evidence that he has, right? And Tisha says, I'm tired of you acting like you got something over my head. If you gonna say something, just say it. Stop trying to act like you have all of this information over me and that you're going to be able to like make me feel bad by this information that you have. First of all, you don't even motherfucking know. I already know the nigga cheating. I accept him, them big backs that he owns, them wide hips, them thighs, that muffin top, them titties, all of it. I love all of it. That's what Tisha is literally basically saying at this point, to let us know that she's taking the power back from Martell for now. So Martell then says that Tisha slept with his homeboy. Tisha said that this was in college, right? She said that this was in college. So Martell says that he saw the video and she's nasty. Now, when he says that, Tisha says, what was I doing, Martell? What was I doing, Martell? Marceau is turning to Tisha at this point and telling Tisha, hey, don't even give that note. Like, don't entertain that. Don't entertain that. Don't entertain that. I'm like, why are you checking the woman responding to the man that's calling her a hoe and you the husband? I was like, ain't you supposed to be protecting some shit? I was like, where's the motherfucking protection? I didn't really see no protection for Tisha in this episode. I'm sorry, sis. He got you out here looking crazy. Like this whole episode, Tisha, you was looking batshit crazy. But I'm gonna continue. So Destiny follows up and then asks, who does everyone feel showed up for them the most in this group? Marceau says Martell because he showed him how to leave his wife for a terrible side chick. Now, after he said this, Martell decides to try to walk up on him like he's about to fight. Luckily for Marceau, my bad, y'all. My microphone fell and the cord I don't know if it, pushed something inside of the mic, but my mic is flickering on and off. So I'm gonna have to do this with the camera audio. I don't like that, but y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get. I can't really do anything right now about it. So let's continue. All right, so Destiny follows up and asks, who does everyone feel showed up for them the most in the group? Marceau says Martell because he showed him how to not leave his wife for a terrible side chick. Martell is damn near about to walk up on Marceau and beat the living brakes off that man, but luckily Destiny stands in between the two. It's not the first time Destiny probably stood in between two men, but I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Now, Martell says Martell asked if Mel tried to suck his D. Why? I just don't understand. Why is it that y'all always find a way to put melody into this? Like y'all arguing and somehow it ends up about a dick in my mouth. Like what's going on? Y'all motherfuckers arguing, but somehow a dick in my mouth come into play. What's going on? I don't understand the connection of that. Like, what did that have to do with anything? You get what I'm saying? Like, I was confused, but needless to say, so after this, Martell says I didn't fuck Tisha, but my homeboys did. And Marcel says, well, you couldn't have fucked Tisha. This is when Martell tries to hit at every single one of Marcel's insecurities. He says, I could. Look at what she married. You was uglier than you are and fatter than you are now. Like, what the fuck did she marry, nigga? You are ugly. Now, sometimes Martell be telling the truth. can't hold you. I hate all of these niggas, to be honest. So them inflicting pain on each other, I'm basking in the negative energy of all of this. I'm like, okay, yeah. What you gotta say about that? Oh, he said you fat got knock knees and your mama don't love you. Oh, he said your mama died and left you with a hodorade. So who gonna do something? Like that's how I'm looking at it right now. Because like I was really invested in listening to the back and forth because listening into the back and forth. Y'all, my boyfriend just came in, my bad. So Destiny's in the confessional saying that Martell and Marceau having a D-swinging contest and it's cracks. What's confusing me the most about Destiny and all of this is that she's acting like she didn't start this. You know, she's acting like she did not start any of this, that she is not the culprit behind all of the issues starting at this event, and it's really aggravating, to be honest. If that makes sense. So back in the scene, Destiny says that she's leaving. Kimmy asks, how is she gonna leave her own event? Well, because she got the shit started and she's already accomplished her purpose. She don't really give a fuck about y'all as friends and vice versa. All she really wanted to do was come and pimp out, fucking Madani products and go home. And that's exactly what she did. She came, she sold her Madani. She got y'all motherfuckers to fight, and now she leaving. She didn't even care about leaving the man that she came with. What was his name? Landon or Lance? So at this point, let's move on. So back in the scene, Tisha says, you can't trust liars. And Martell follows Tisha, and they're starting to go back and forth. How am I a liar, Tisha? You're a liar because you just lied on me. What are you talking about? Tisha is chuckling. Marceau then reprimands Tisha in the same time frame that Martell is now calling his wife a bitch. Y'all, if this shit did not make my skin crawl, like, it's the fact that you want to sit here, control Tisha, tell Tisha what she can and cannot do, act like you're the smartest one in the room, that you're this pillar of masculinity, that you're the husband, and she's supposed to be the wife. Meanwhile, there's a whole fucking man out here. Hold on. All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. So it's really bothering me how you're supposed to be this husband and you're supposed to be the protector, the provider, and everything else like that. But you sitting here while a whole man is in your face calling your wife a bitch. You sitting here reprimanding your wife instead of trying to run the fade with this man. He's stepping to your wife, calling your wife out of her name, disrespecting her, and you ain't got shit to say about it. And the truth be told is that it's because the Scott men are bitches. Like Stormy said, y'all are some bitch ass niggas. Like, y'all are some bitches. Y'all don't give a fuck about doing nothing but protecting yourself. You want to sit here and reap the benefits of being a husband, have somebody cooking for you, have somebody cleaning for you, have somebody always supporting you, and you don't do shit for Tisha. Tisha is smarter than this man, more educated than this man, more attractive than this man, more pulled up than this man. Yes, she got a speech impediment, but at the end of the day, Marceau is leagues below Tisha in every way, shape, and form. Like, for you to sit there and allow this penny loafer wearing ass nigga to call your wife a bitch and you do nothing, and then he's in her motherfucking ear whispering, I can handle this, but you can't. So you need to stay out of life. Why the fuck are you talking to her instead of the fucking
man that's calling her out of her name, putting it out there that she out here sleeping with everybody, that his whole gang fucked her and everything else like that. Like, so you ain't got nothing to say about that? So you really are a bitch. Like, you really are a pussy ass nigga. Like, that's crazy to me. For you to sit here and allow that man to disrespect your wife like that. Talking about, I can't control what nobody does and nobody says. You a bitch. And Tisha deserves better. I really hate this for her. I really hate this for her. Because, like, I'll be damned if I had somebody who's supposed to be my partner or my spouse literally watching me get disrespected and does nothing to speak up or defend me. Like, this nigga was just quiet as his wife was getting dragged. Meanwhile, she had nothing to do with any of this shit. It was all about you and Martell. My bad. I'm thirsty, y'all. I gotta drink my water. So, after Tisha leaves, Kimmy goes to Marceau, and she says, I'm so disappointed in you. Like, I'm really ashamed about what you just did. And this man is going to tell her because someone said that Tisha slept with some guy in college. Y'all, now he tried to justify the shit that this man said about his own wife. How is Kimmy more upset about the respect for your wife than you are? And I think the grand knowledge that we've come to understand is because Marceau is a bitch. And that, like, you know, I always knew Marceau was a bitch because, like, he built like one of my aunties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have an auntie with some wide ass hips and titties and all that's always wearing her girdle because, you know, you got to keep stuff pulled in. She old school. So she likes to keep it all pulled in and stuff like that. Mark, if you don't get out of my kitchen, Mike, get out of my kitchen. Are you crazy? I'm gonna move on. So Martell told Kimmy, don't be mad at me. Maurice said, no one is gonna be mad. This is Martell stuff as he's giggling. So Maurice thinks this is all a game. Like, so he's giggling, talking about the fact that Maurice and Martell have, like, you know, Marceau and Martell have this, you know, relationship of like some type of brotherhood where I guess you can call each other's wives bitches, say they out here fucking on niggas and doing all types of other shit. And, you know, we can just dap it up like it ain't nothing. Like, I thought that was such a weird ass statement to make. Like, me personally. I was like, why is that your, like, you don't want to defend him? You don't want to speak up for him? Like, what's going on here? Like I don't understand it. And Maurice said both men have hurt over time and has built up a build up to a blow up. I was like, what? Like, what type of fucking Malcolm X, Maya Angelou soliloquy type of shit was that? I was like only one person here started this. And I don't think that Marceau started it. I'm sorry. I think that Marceau was asked a question by Martell and answered, and then Martell did not like the question and then started lashing out at Marceau. But at the end of the day, I understand why Maurice is saying this is because he's also been fucking a lot of bitches. He also don't want to get his face fucked up by Martell. He also don't want to get exposed. He also has a lot of fucking skeletons hiding in his closet that he doesn't want put on nationally syndicated television. That's probably all, you know, all of that. On top of him having the DUI, he doesn't want anybody to ask him about and mention. Like, I fucking cannot stand the fucking Scott niggas on this show. Like I seriously cannot. Like it'd be disgusting me to look at them. To be fair, but let's continue. So y'all, so Tisha is at the jeweler getting a wedding band for Maurice. Child, why the fuck is she doing this? So Marceau meets her at the jeweler, and Tisha says this is their favorite place to shop. I was like, nah, you a damn lie, first of all, because I know that y'all can't afford no damn jewelry. And second of all, y'all favorite store to shop at is the Spanx store, because that's what you and Marceau always got on. Matching Spanx. You got on the spandex Spanx. He got on the black Spanx underneath his white t-shirts and everything else to suck everything in. So what are you talking about? Y'all not going to the jeweler to drop bags on jewelry. Let's not even do that. Like, can we not insult my intelligence this week? So let's move on. So Tisha is buying Marceau another ring. Marceau is in the confessionals telling Tisha, well, I just bought you a ring. Tisha said, well, it ain't for me, it's for you. He said, when you wear the ring, it represents the both of us. And then she asked, well, what does it represent when you don't wear your ring? And he says, our heart. You know what? I really just don't understand it. Like, I just don't understand it sometimes. And I would like for women out there who, you know, have been married or are married to people who you're not happy with, or you were with somebody that you were not happy with for a long time and they were mistreating you. I'm very implored to want to know why saying something that somebody is obviously giving you all the signs that they're not interested in being in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm asking you, what the fuck does the ring mean to you? And bitch, you tell me nothing. Tell me it doesn't mean much but obedience. You don't need the ring. Like, sometimes I really wonder, does Marceau know how ugly he is? Like, dead ass. That's why I wasn't too upset when Martell said it, because I was like, I really feel like this nigga really needs a reality check. I don't know if this nigga for some reason think he looked like Boris Kojo, you know, Morris Chestnut, whatever the case may be, any bald-headed, handsome Hollywood actor. Maybe he thinks that he's this person, but I'm here to inform you, nigga, you are an overweight man with a big back, big hips, you probably got a little dick, you got titties, you don't make that much money, you can't really provide, you can't really protect, you don't really have no plans on what you're doing, you're getting sued, you are here being disrespectful, you don't respect her, you don't build her up. What the fuck, like why the fuck do you think that you're like this catch that can play these fucking type of games? And this is what my mama always told me, y'all. She was like, never date an ugly nigga. That's what she told me after she found out I was LGBT. She told me never date an ugly nigga because you're gonna empower them to feel that they are that bitch when they're really not. And that is the exact truth. You can tell that when the marriage first started, that Marceau probably was all up Tisha's ass. But after he married her, conquered her probably, he broke her down and then started continuously breaking her down throughout their marriage and making her feel less than, to make himself feel better, to make himself feel as if he's the catch. And now he's walking around like he's the baddest bitch in the relationship. Like he the one who went to go, you know, damn well get the BBL. But, you know, based on the way you motherfuckers is acting, I don't know which of y'all are the baddest bitch. I don't know which of y'all got the BBL. I can't tell because you sitting here talking to Tisha like you the baddest. Like you treat. And it really be pissing me the fuck off because I'm like, you should be lucky to even be with somebody on Tisha's level. I feel like the only thing that you have done since Tisha has met you was hold her back. There should be no motherfucking reason a bitch has 2 master's degrees, a bachelor's, and is not doing more with their life. And she got all of that, and your ass is working at the motherfucking movie theater. She could have did so much better. Literally. And it's bothering me that she's on camera getting disrespected and neglected in her marriage when I don't think that she deserves that. Now, do I think that Tisha can be shady? Do I think that Tisha can be messy? Do I think Tisha can be spiteful? Yes. But do I think that she will take a bullet for Marceau? Absolutely. I believe that. And do I think that Marceau would take a bullet for her? Absolutely not. That nigga ain't even trying to take a punch, let alone a bullet. And it's really sad at this point. Like, Tisha, stand up. I know sometimes it hurts to stand up with a BBL bit, but you gotta stand up. If not for yourself, for us, because it hurts to watch this at this point. Now let's continue. So Marceau then plays in Tisha's face even more, and he says that he feels naked without his watch. Tisha said that should you feel naked without your ring, and then he says, I feel fully clothed. She says that's that. And once again, Tisha, you're letting this man play in your face. You're letting this man play in your face, and you're about to buy him something, and he's not even willing to buy you anything in return. Y'all, why the man told Tisha to get something added onto her or her wedding band, it will be $88 or something like that. And this man says, $88? That's too much. $88? You ain't got $88 for her? Y'all, it gotta be cracked. It gotta be cracked, because I don't get it. Like, this shit really was embarrassing for me. Like, I was like, wow, like, you really are a big fat ass bitch. Like, that's crazy. You a real jigglypuff bitch ass nigga. Like, that's really crazy to me. Like, I'm so shocked that she's still in this relationship. Like, when y'all like laying together in the bed and y'all about to hunch and she on top and you on top, do y'all titties press together? Is that comfortable for her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many questions that I feel need answers about this relationship. Then as he's starting to play in her face, right? Tisha begins to try to open up to him. She says, you know, over the last 7 years, I feel like everybody has been coming at me from all over the place. On top of us having difficulties in our relationship, we needed to get back to each other. We almost left each other. And I was like, when was this? Because y'all motherfuckers didn't show this on the show. Once again, why the fuck are y'all on a reality show if y'all not gonna show y'all motherfucking reality? I don't get it. So y'all was about to leave each other, get a divorce, and we don't know nothing about it? Why isn't this something that you wanted to open up about? And the thing about this is, I hear so many people talking about on social media, like I really be wondering, what the fuck do these shade room and Twitter people be talking about when it comes to this show? Because it's not making sense to me. Because people like Melody volunteered that information herself. Nobody told her to open up about her marriage. Why everybody else got to be open? Bitch, because it's a reality show, ho. Bitch, the show is called Love and Marriage. Bitch, not Secrets in Houses. It's not called that. Meaning, if you're going to be on this show surrounded about, you know, love and marriage, you need to be open to talking about said love and or marriage. Melody didn't volunteer the information. Bitch, she was doing her job because she signed up for a show to talk about her life. Basically showing us what's going on in her life, meaning that if everybody on the show also signed up for this reality show about said lives, they need to be able and open and willing to show said lies. So I'm confused. What the fuck are you talking about, Tisha? Because we ain't seen it. Why the fuck I ain't know? I feel left out. Shit. So let's continue, child. So at this point, Tisha is starting to say, you know, I feel that when you don't wear your wedding ring, people don't know that you're married. This nigga gonna tell Tisha, so you're telling me when you think people are looking at me, they don't know I'm married? Bitch, what? What are you talking about? Like, Marceau, what the fuck are you talking about? So do married men have a look? Like, does a husband have a look? I promise y'all, if I get married, I ain't looking like Marceau. I promise you, if I get married, I'm not looking like Marceau. And Marceau won't be looking like me. I promise y'all that. So I don't know why he's trying to act like all husbands have like the same look to where you know that they married, even if they're not wearing their wedding ring. Tisha was asking the same motherfucking question I was asking. How will they know that you're married if you're not wearing your wedding ring? These people are fucking idiots. And I really dislike them. I really do. None of them have redeeming qualities. None of them. Like, let's continue. So Tisha begins to cry and says, you know, everybody has been dogpiling on me and I'm getting very emotional. You know, the thing that I would love most is for my husband to have my back. This big fat ass beluga whale, jigglypuff, wide hip, thick hip having ass bitch tells Tisha, I don't like the influences that you're having. You know, I just don't like that. You know, and as people, we need to learn how to not let what people say get on our backside or upset us, because the only thing I can control is my reaction. So the thing that I think that you should do is just stop reading it. This lady is saying that she was going through a depression for damn near 7 years because of all of the stuff that everybody was saying to her about her. And the only thing that you can say is don't read it. Girl, moving on. So Marceau says that he thinks that he should give Dusty an apology, but wasn't nothing big D about that event. And I was like, I can imagine that, because I feel that every nigga there had a little dick. So I don't think it was a big D energy event anyway. I didn't see no niggas with balls there, period. Because to me, it looked like a whole bunch of bitches. You know, I see Martell barking on everybody and everybody sitting there quiet like, and in my mind, I'm like, Marceau, your mama raised the bitch ass nigga. And that's you and every single one of your siblings. It's like, all of y'all are bitches. Like, y'all must have really took after her. Y'all all built like her, wide hip, big backs, big stomach, big titties. Like y'all should have, it should have just been a hot rag. Daddy should have just pulled out a hot rag and just let that be that. Like, some of y'all are not meant to be on this earth. Like, y'all are really terrible people, like dead ass. Like, I really despise some of you niggas. But y'all, Melody has been clocking in this whole episode. This whole episode, I was getting my life. Now, I don't know if it's because Melody is sucking all the life force from the cast as they go through all their trials and tribulations this season, so she can look, you know, all bright and shiny and voluptuous as she is. But I was like, she is glowing. but she's also clocked in, and I'm here for it. I was like, if sucking these people life force is what you got to do that, I was like, then go ahead because they deserve it. Okay, so Melody meets up with Tisha, y'all, about the trip. Now, Melody, why do you keep talking about this damn trip? I don't know if you're trying to use it as a segue into the conversation or whatever the case may be, but I'm tired of this whole trip conversation. I don't give a fuck about the trip. And I don't think that you give a fuck about the trip either. I think that we should just get right on into it. Because like I was like, once again, another trip meetup conversation. But let's move on. So they're sharing small talk, right? Tisha lets Melody know that Kimmy and Destiny tried to invite her to the field day. Melody is like, Kimmy and Destiny call me. She was like, I got both of them blocked on every number. So I don't know how they called me. Melody almost forgot to keep it a secret that she has most of the cast blocked. So Mel says the Scotts are in the news, right? And Tisha is going to be like, about what? What's going on, Tisha? Now, I know you may be also used to dealing with people who have a low education system, but like, what you won't do is insult your intelligence, our intelligence, Melody's intelligence, and every viewer in the world who's watching this intelligence. You know damn well what she's talking about. You know damn well she is discussing the whole thing happening with Maurice driving in this car with alcohol on his breath. You know it. Why are you acting like you oblivious, sis? You know this. But I'm gonna move on. So she said that she's happy that he was safe and nobody was hurt. Mel says that's the type of reaction that she thought Maurice would have. Instead of Maurice going back to the same thing that almost took his life. And then Melody starts to say, I don't want to hear no more MLK speeches. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear you talking about you had a motherfucking dream. I don't want to hear you talking about the most unprotected. I don't want to hear you talking about the it's show seat on the back of the bus and you ain't got to get up. Bitch, I don't want to hear shit because at the end of the day, you don't even care about your own life or other people's around you. And then Melody goes into a say like, this is all affecting all of us. Tisha says, everybody makes mistakes. Tisha, I know that's what your second grade class teacher told you, but I'm here to inform you, babes, that drinking and driving is an actual choice, not a mistake. You make a choice to get behind the wheel of a car, put somebody else's life at risk. You made a choice to do that. This ain't no shit like, oh, we all make mistakes. Like, no, bitch, that's not what this is. Okay? And I was really happy that Melody said that because it's so funny how all you motherfuckers like to excuse each other's behavior, but I low-key feel like y'all like to hold her to a higher standard. How come you motherfuckers could drink and drive, fight each other, claim each other fucking niggas, getting trains ran on each other and everything else like that? But as soon as Melody asks you bitches the question, y'all leaving from the table. So Melody starts to ask Tisha, so did you hear about the lipstick on his lips or his collar? Tisha says, no, I didn't hear nothing about that. So Melody decides to pull out the phone. Now, I'm going to admit I'm colorblind, so I ain't see shit. So I don't know, did y'all see it? Because I ain't seen it. I did not see no lipstick or no red shit on no collar. Now, she shows Tisha the photo, and Tisha says that she ain't seen it either. She don't see it. Melody says either you colorblind or you trying to make a blind eye to it. Tisha decides to get up and leave. I was like, it's so weird to me. So you gonna get up and leave in 5.5 seconds after she said, are you trying to turn a blind eye to something? But Martell was literally telling you was fucking a whole gang of his homeboys, and his homeboys was all fucking you, got pictures and videos of you, calling your husband big, calling your husband a bitch, calling you a bitch, and you didn't do anything. And I also realized that you didn't also bring that up to Melody either. Because I guess you don't want to give her the satisfaction to know that her ex was, costing your life hell too. After y'all have been calling him a good guy for the last 4 or 5 years, right? I assume that's why you didn't tell her what went on and how he called you all types of hoes and bitches and shit like that. You tried to fight your man yelling at you in your face. But it's crazy how you get up to leave right after she says that, but you stayed and sat seated while Martell was calling you all types of hoes and bitches. How does that work? So where's the cutoff point of Tisha feeling disrespected? I'm trying to understand, because obviously it's not when your husband is disrespecting you. It's not when your husband is disrespecting your marriage. It's not when your husband is telling you that the ring doesn't mean a thing. It's not when your husband is yelling at you while a man is in your face calling you a bitch. It's not when you're getting called a whore, getting, people putting out rumors of you having a sex tape. So so why did you feel the need as of right now in this conversation to leave? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Do y'all understand what I'm saying though? Is that connected for y'all? Marceau talks better to Mel than he does Tisha. Ain't that the damn truth? But Tisha decides to get up and leave, hug Melody, and leave her with the check. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was chuckling my ass off. I was like, that's some shit I'll probably do. Leave somebody with the check if they playing with me like that. Now, moving on. So Martell and Destiny meet up for dinner or lunch or whenever this is, right? And Destiny says Martell was acting insane at that party. Like, it must have been a heat for you because you was acting crazy. He gives Destiny a whack-ass apology. Martell says, why did you even give me all of those questions anyway? Like, why was I first? Like, why did you put me on the spot? Destiny says, because I thought it was going to fix everything. And I thought because you told me that you didn't let Marceau know how you felt, that it would be a good opportunity for you to get that off your chest so we could build together and try to, bring us back together as a group. I'm like, Destiny, you full of shit. What you wanted to do is do the production shit and cause arguments between people with these messy ass questions, and then also pimp out your products that we're not going to buy throughout the scene. That's what you wanted to do. That's exactly what you wanted to do. Don't insult our intelligence acting like you wanted to fix something. You knew damn well wasn't shit going to be fixed when you brought up that first question. And then when you followed up with the second question, like you wanted to cause anger and strife amongst people to have a moment for the scene that you're throwing so you can make sure that you're coming back next season to pay your bills. Like, who you fooling? It's not giving what it needs to be gave. Now, Martell says he hasn't lied about shit. Martell says that he's not bothered by the allegations against him. It was the fact that Marceau didn't believe him after he told him that it wasn't true. So those of y'all, listen, if Martell tells you that something is not true, that's just what we have to believe. Okay? If Martell tells you that I didn't cheat on my wife, I don't know what she's talking about, we just gotta believe him because Martell says so. Because Martell does not feel that we believe him, Martell would then go and lie and make up allegations against us. Basically, that's what I learned. So everything that we've come to find out on this show, y'all, is a lie. Martell has been truthful the whole time. He did not text Melody. He did not get arrested. He does not have a mugshot. He does not, fuck on side chick bitches with braces in their mouth for 10 years. None of that is true. All of it is fictitious. If he breathing, he lying. Absolutely. Glad you understood. I was just so shocked by the audacity of him. And I was even more so shocked at Destiny shaking her head in agreement. Because I'm like, wow, like, you really are a gutter snipe ass bitch. Like, you really are. Like, you really are. Like, you know that this man did this to her. Like, you know this man leaked a sex tape of her to other people, threatening her that he was going to leak it to even more people. Like, you know that he did this. But you're literally in our face lying with him. And you want me to believe that y'all not fucking? Fuck Destiny and fuck Martell. Because y'all two are disgusting, bottom of the barrel ass hoes. And y'all are not going to have anything good come to y'all if y'all keep on with this bullshit. Like, it's really disgusting at this point. Like, you're a mother. You were an ex-wife. You were literally crying to Melody, talking about you can understand her pain, about how a woman is hurt if somebody does something to her that she used to be married to. Like, you said all of this. I guess that was all a lie, manipulation, or because Destiny did not get the reception that she wanted. I guess this is the response that we get. The fact that she's silently nodding and agreeing with Martell as he lies to us about the nature of these charges. Like, you really are a bikini bottom ass bitch. Like, you really are rock bottom. Like, it's gross. I do not like her. Oh, I do not like Destiny, y'all. I don't like none of these people. I actually feel very negative right now. But let's continue. So Martell says that he does not feel any remorse for what he did. Destiny asked him, if you have any love for Tisha, would you apologize? He was like, Tisha just accepted. And she said, accept what? She says, Martell says, Marceau cheated. She knows, Melody knows, I know, and Tisha knows, like, that he cheats, and he accepts, and she accepts it. So that's her. And then Destiny says, so are you trying to say that Melody and Letitia are both trying to teach people how to respectfully cheat? I was like, Destiny. If only you had enough passion and drive to actually maintain a fucking business, you wouldn't have to come on this show being so fucking desperate and obsessive about a woman who's not even fucking thinking about you. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's insane. You got a whole child out here, and you sitting with a nigga that you obviously fucked, in my opinion, talking about Melody and what she accepted in a marriage that you weren't even a part of, nor really around. It's so crazy how you acting like you have all of this knowledge, but you weren't even around when they were married for the 15 years that they were together. Like, because you had to respect their relationship. But my question to you is, why would you being around them be disrespectful to the relationship unless y'all fucked? So when y'all were married, when Martell and Melody were married, it wasn't enough of your friendship for you to continue to talk to him, even though he had a wife. But now all of a sudden, after they divorce, that's your best friend, and you gonna stand beside your best friend. You ain't gonna make no decision. You ain't gonna pick between the two. But you disappear for 15 years out of the respect for the marriage, right? But now, all of a sudden, after they divorce, You don't have to follow, you're not no longer following those rules. Now you all up in the nigga Kool-Aid. Now he's your brother. Now he's like your kindred soul spirit. Like what? Like, if only you could pour all of that fucking desperation and pick me fucking energy into that whack ass fucking business that we all don't give a fuck about, then maybe it'll actually be some shit that we would actually want to buy. Instead of you going to a fucking storage facility, dressing that shit up as a production hall for you to make some shit that we're not gonna buy. Nobody wants to smell like a U-Haul truck. Nobody wants to smell like a UPS truck. Nobody wants to smell like a storage facility. Nobody wants to smell like Big D energy. Not like they're like nothing about that is palatable. You get what I'm saying? If only you had that energy. But no, your energy is poured to coming onto the show, being messy, talking about Melody and what she did and did not accept in her marriage that you were not a part of. Meanwhile, your husband left you after 3 weeks of you having the baby, and we don't fucking know why. And you have not let us know that yet, but you want to give us facts and statements from another bitch's marriage? Crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work. It's no explanation why you're a failure. It's no explanation why everything that you does fails, closes, breaks down. It's no mistaking that you don't have the right focus and the priorities lined up to accomplish anything in life. Because you're negative, you're hateful, you're vindictive, you're spiteful, you're nasty, and just overall disgusting. You in this bald bitch that you're sitting next to. Yeah. And I still believe that y'all two motherfuckers have been hunching. Dead ass. So next scene that we go to, Chris meets up with Chris meets up with Marceau at the home he's building. Y'all, I'm so tired of them. Every single time that we see Marceau in a scene where he's conducting some type of business or some type of shit, he's out here making up shit to say, like, oh yeah, you gotta lock that anchorage boat down and you gotta twist the boat left and twist the boat right and, do the hokey boaty all damn night. Like, what are you talking about, sir? Is this to show us that you're a professional, that you know what you're doing? Like, none of us believe you. If you buy a house from Marceau, bitch, don't be surprised if that shit fall down on top of you. In my opinion, allegedly. Okay? I don't want none of them motherfucking recycled houses that he's trying to build. Shit probably fall down like a stack of cars on your ass when a hurricane hit. Like, if y'all buy a house from that nigga, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. The shit probably ain't got no power outlets. The fucking toilet is in the closet. The closet is in the kitchen. The kitchen is in the basement. The basement is in the living room. The living room is outside. What is going on? Child. But Marceau wants Chris to put one of these dangerous ass houses on the market. Chris is looking at him like, nigga, I don't know about that. But he ain't gonna say that. But y'all know the professional way that people be like, oh yeah, let's connect. I'll call you and what's your card? We gotta connect sometimes. And then you never hear from them again. That's exactly what it was giving me in the midst of this scene, because I was like, I don't think that this man is going to sell anything that you're going to create, because we're still trying to figure out the lawsuit between you and that hotel facility that you were supposed to be helping build at. So what's going on with that? Like, did that get settled? We ain't hear nothing about that. We haven't had no updates or nothing. So what's going on, y'all? And it's nasty work, the fact that LB left her destitute. How can she not relate to Mel and be disgusted of Martell being that Mel has to leave that house with 4 kids and the clothes on her back? She a joke. I believe you. I trust you. I agree with you. I don't like Destiny. Now, may she be cool outside of the show? I don't know. I'm not interested in meeting any of you bitches, to be fair. But like, as far as the show goes, I do not like that woman at all. And I think that she's a little nasty piece of work. And I saw you had your girdle on too in that damn referee outfit too in that damn park. Don't think I didn't notice. Bitch, you don't work out. But let's continue. Let me stop. I'm doing too much. Marceau says that, Chris wants to know if it was just the interview that set Martell off. Marceau says that Martell just be saying anything if you don't say what he wants you to say. And then he asked Chris, are you cool with Martell? And Chris says yes. And he was like, well, look at that. Y'all cool. He even called your wife a side chick. And y'all, now, two things I want to say. Why is it that all of y'all are cool with this man while he completely disrespects y'all time and time again? Calls your wife a side hoe, call Kimmy a side hoe, call Tisha a slut, call Tisha a hoe, say that she got trains ran on her damn near, claiming she had a sex tape out, everything else. But y'all always are calling this man a good guy. How does that work? But let Mel do something and all hell breaks loose. But this man can completely destroy, destruct, disrespect y'all marriages, y'all as people individually, y'all businesses, y'all history, everything. He can just say whatever he want to say, and everybody just attributes it to, it's just Martell. Martell just being Martell. What the fuck does that even mean? Why the fuck are we accepting this type of behavior from a grown-ass man like he's a child? Why is that? Why does nobody hold this big bitch accountable? Why is that? It's weird. And then, y'all, the weirdest shit to me, now, this is my second thing. They did a flashback, y'all, to two different scenes. One scene is Martell calling Chris's wife a side chick, and then Chris is like, no, she ain't, nigga, she ain't no side chick. And then the next scene, now, put one in the chat if you heard the same thing that I heard. Now, I don't know if I'm correct or not. Y'all let me know what y'all think that y'all heard in the scene or what y'all felt that was mouthed in the scene. But Martell is in a scene in a flashback with Nell having some type of lunch. And he says, did you just say that she was horny? And then Nell says, no, I did not say that, Martell. I am not horny. Is that what y'all heard? Did y'all hear Martell ask Nell, was she horny? Was it me? Was it just me? Now, I'm not good at reading lips. I'm not gonna lie, okay? But to me, it sounded like he called her Aaron. He called her Aaron. Oh, he called her Arian. That's why it was blanked out. Arian. Those two things sound the same when you like mute them and you just reading the list. Because I thought he asked Nell, was she horny? I was like, now he's trying to pet Garfield, the big cat. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. Oh no. I thought he called her. So obviously we all heard different things. So I'll reserve my thought on that because I thought he asked Nell, was she horny? I thought he was trying to see if Nell was going to be down with it. I thought that's what he was doing. If you ask me, I thought he was trying to see if she was down with it so he could probably expose her and sleep with her later. So, yeah. Oh, you missed that part, Momo? They don't hold Martell accountable because they all the men and women slept with him or want to. Yikes. Yikes. So Marcel says that it's a cycle of Martell apologizing and doing the same thing, apologizing and doing the same thing, apologizing and doing the same thing, apologizing and doing the same thing again. I was like, what? It sounds like y'all are all saying the same thing that Melody was saying as she was divorcing him, and y'all kept on asking, does she think that she can work it out with him? And calling him a good guy. It sounds like y'all are all going through that. It seems that since he can't have Mel and treat Mel the way that he does, then he's gonna treat y'all that way. He's just, if he can't be nasty to Mel, he gonna be nasty to y'all niggas. Y'all all built like bitches anyway. So let's all just dog pile on y'all instead of just focusing out on Mel, because Mel has a restraining order. Right? Now moving on from this scene, y'all. So Mel meets up with Mel meets up with Tisha, y'all. And must I say, bitch, you did that. Bitch, you did that. Y'all, I got my complete life from this scene. I got my complete life. Not only for that, but because I love Melody's outfit and I like that wig on her. I don't know what that hairstyle is called, but I like when Melody has that little bang with the wavy curls coming down. Like, I thought she looked so pretty in that scene. I was like, she looks just so heavenly, so sweet, and so cute. Little does Tisha know that she's about to dog her the fuck out throughout this whole conversation. Baby, Tisha was sitting inside some type of cafe. Mel comes in, right? She was like, "Oh, girl, this rain." Tisha says, "Oh, that rain almost caught you." She was like, "Yeah, girl, it almost did." She was like, "But hi, how are you? Oh my God, it's so nice to see you." And then Mel starts to sit down, get comfortable. And what I noticed that Mel did, she made sure that she was going to catch Tisha off guard by the switch up. So Mel sat down sounding so jolly, sounding so sweet, sounding like she was genuinely happy to see Tisha. Like, Tisha was like, "Oh my God, I'm on this show and talking to Mel. Like, oh my goodness, like, am I gonna be her friend? Oh my God." That's what I was feeling. Like, she was just smiling ear to ear, just doing that little smile. Mel, like, like, I was like, girl, she about to eat you the fuck up. Let's get started. So Mel asked her, so how are you getting acclimated to the group? Like, how are you getting acclimated? Tristan says, it's cool, but it doesn't feel like a group because, everybody isn't together. I hung out with the Scotts a couple of times, but, I just thought a group, was more together. Melody says, well, everybody has their own, personal history inside the group. It's like that. So, but it's good that you're getting yourself acclimated to the group and everything like that. Mel then says, but I'm happy that we met up. I'm happy about that. And Tisha said, and Tisha says, and I'm happy that we met up too, but it didn't go the way that I wanted. Mel says, what do you mean? What do you mean by it? Like, what do you mean it didn't go the way that she wanted? Tisha says she wanted to say bye to her on the trip, but it just felt awkward. She was so angry about it because everybody else made it awkward, and she just wanted to go to her room, tell her goodbye, everything else like that. Mel started, and that baby, listen. As soon as she said that, the switch happened. I don't know if Mel planned to do this. I don't know if it's because of how Tisha led this conversation into this or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But it's like that happy shit, like that. you know, like she likes to do. All of that shit went out the window. She says, well, you also contributed to making it awkward. And then she was like, well, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. She says, so she says that, hold on, making sure I'm at the right place. Mel said that at the sunset dinner, she gathered that there was a lot of incorrect or inconsistent things that everybody was being told, meaning, you know, your friends, Trisha. And Trisha said that, you know, yeah, it was, you know, I did lie, but I owned up to that. And I think that I ended up owning it because I wasn't going to let any type of false narrative get out there. I needed that to be deaded immediately. You know, Trisha says that she even wants to know why Martell said what he said. She wants to know the motive. Mel says the motive about what? Trisha says the motive of him saying that I went over to his house. You know, the motive of me saying I went over to his house. So Mel asks, but do you think it was awkward when you were invited to come train in his house and you ain't even know him? Baby, when she said that, I was like, ooh. I was like, that's true as shit. Because even before I meet a trainer, like the thing about it is no matter what type of trainer, look, I have a personal trainer myself, y'all. I have a personal trainer myself. And I didn't just go in to meet him on the first day and then start a training session. And this was at a gym, not at his house, not at my house. And that was so I can get a feel of him to see if I vibe with his training style or whatever like that. You, baby, you took it a step farther, Trisha. You went over to this nigga house. You didn't even have an introductory meeting to train him. Y'all didn't meet at no gym. Y'all didn't do any of that. Like, it's insane. So Trisha says that she knew of him through her siblings. So Mel says, oh, but you didn't really know him. You knew of him, right? And then she says, yeah. So then Mel then asks, when did she go to, like, what year did she go train at his house? Trisha says 2020. Mel asks, okay, what month? Trisha says, I don't know what month it was. We see a confession with Mel saying Trisha is lying about going to Martell's house is some type of proof of her basically being untrustworthy, a liar, you know, dishonest, all of the things that, you know, we could tie into lie. It proves that. And I was like, I completely agree. Not to mention, I didn't like that fucking bushel of weave that she had on her head during the trip. We also need to bring that up. You can't trust no woman like that because that shit didn't even come from the root. It looked like, y'all know them damn cornucopias that women be wearing on their head, you know, shaking the maracas and shit. That's what that shit looked like to me. Okay? That's what it gave. But let's continue. So Mel asked, okay, so what house did you go to? Because then I could probably tell you when you was there. Trisha says it was a big one. Trisha, you trying to give as less as you trying to give the most minimal details as possible, ain't you? But baby, that's not going to stop Mel from drilling your ass down. So she was like, okay, so which area and location was it? Trisha said it was up in the mountains. Okay, Mel said, okay, it was in the mountains. What road was it in? Like, what road was it on? Trisha said, I don't know. Okay. Mel asked, okay, so how did the driveway look? Trisha said, you know, a typical driveway. Mel says there's no typical driveways in the mountains. It's a whole lot of stuff going on, so it's just no regular driveways up there. It's not like a house on the street. This is the mountains that we're talking about. So you didn't have like a regular driveway that you parked into. And Trisha says that she wasn't paying attention to how the driveway was. Trisha then asks Melody, okay, so was the house white? And y'all, I promise you, listen, y'all, I promise you either two things. Trisha just threw out a random ass color that she did not think that Mel was going to actually say was the truth, or she threw out a color to try to act oblivious. Like, oh, was it a white? Or she lied about that house color and it ended up being correct or close to correct to something that she lived in, or she just made that shit up. So let's continue, child. So Mel says, one was more white. Yeah, that was the house I had when I left them in April. She says that she filmed the Behind Every Man in that house around July, August-ish. And then Martell moved out of that house around August, September-ish. Trisha then feels like, okay, yeah, my lies got me in a good space. I think I got it. So Trisha says, oh yeah, you know, it was fall. It was fall. It was the fall. It was the fall. Yeah, it was the fall. It was chilly. It was chilly. It was the fall. It was chilly. It was cold. It was fall. It was chilly outside, you know, cold and shit. It was definitely fall. So then Mel then says, but it couldn't have been too late in the fall though, because you would have had to been there between April and August. Mel says Trisha is failing miserably because she hiding something. Baby, regardless on what you were doing, baby, just come out and say it. You came onto the damn show, so obviously you knew that you had a connection to this man on the show and possibly it would get out. So why are you lying about what was going on? Tell us the truth. Tell us what house you went to. Guarantee you it wasn't in no damn 2020. Bet you it was probably in 2019. Bet you it was probably I don't even think that I think that she lied when she said 2020. I think it was a year prior to that. Because you said that you've been dating, that you've been kind of with Ken for about 3 going on 4 years, right? It's 2024, meaning that before that you was with your husband Ken, right? And y'all were in a budding relationship. So you saying that it was after Martell, or whatever the fuck his name is, but before Ken. But you and Ken have been separated now going on 4 years. So either you lying about the dates, you were fucking all 3 of these niggas at the same time, or you were over to Martell's house prior at the same time that you was married to Marquez. Those are the only 3 things that I can say. Baby, when Melody said not too late in April, not too late in the fall because, you know, it had to be in between April and August, baby, why she like she was about to shit a brick? Baby was like, damn, I'm getting drilled. I was like, at this point, baby, I would have got up and left. If I had something to hide this bad, I would have got up and left. You wouldn't have been drilling me like this. The funny thing about this scene, y'all, was as Mel gets finished drilling Trisha, gets finished drilling Trisha, he says, baby, you ain't even ate your food. I don't think I can even order anything from here. You ain't ate your food at all. You ain't feeling the food. I was like, baby, you wasn't gonna order no food anyway, Mel. You didn't come here for no damn food, no beverage, no sustenance. You came here for the shits. That's why you came here. You didn't came here to eat. Stop playing. Like, Trisha looked like she damn near peed on the side of the table. Trisha, like the look that Trisha was giving was the look that somebody gives when they in trouble. Like I was like, ooh, that's crazy. So Mel then asked, so before you came on the trip, was the conversation about the confusion on you going to Martell's house? Was that already being had? You know, was that a conversation that y'all were all having? She says, yeah. So she says, so you knew that it was a rumor being perpetuated. You knew it was some type of angle being created. And why didn't you come to me and talk to me about it after I invited you to the trip, knowing that you knew all of this stuff, you know, the whole time and didn't tell me? Baby, the only thing Trisha could do was, and I guess we gonna continue the conversation next week. I was really pleased by this. I was pleased with this episode. I was like, okay, Mel, you doing your damn thing. I was like, so this is the straightforwardness I like. I love when the bitch is straightforward. Be straightforward with me. Tell me how you feel, okay? Tell me what's on your mind. I don't like the quietness. You know, I'm just gonna be silent. No, I want, like, if they gonna be with the shits, then you'll be with the shits. Fuck anybody who has anything to say about it. I'm here for the messy shit. I would say this whole episode, Mel was the MVP this episode, if you ask me. She was asking all the hard questions, on top of that with good wigs and sundresses. I was like, if Mel got a good wig and a sundress on, you bitches better run. I was like, if Mel got on a good wig and a sundress, bitch, y'all better be out the way. Cause she ain't coming to play around with you bitches. It's Baddy shot o'clock. Okay, y'all. So let's continue. So moving on to the next topic. Baby, Jay-Z. We need you to come to the front, sir. We need you to come to the front, sir. You got 99 problems, but this lawsuit is one. Let me share my screen and let's get into this, shall we? Okay. So basically reading this. So I was at work, y'all. I was at work. I had no idea that any of this was going on until I got off. I was like, not H to the E to the H to the, not for shizzle my nizzle used to dribble down in VA or PA. Not H to the E to the Hovisha. I was like, not Jay-Z. What's going on with Jay-Z? I ended up reading that Jay-Z was accused of a 13-year-old in a civil suit. And I was like, I really want to talk to y'all about this. But I did not feel like talking to y'all yesterday. Y'all got to get me when you get me, baby, because at the end of the day, if I ain't feeling it, I ain't doing it, okay? So let's read this, and I'm going to react to it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to let y'all know what I think, and then we can get into Baddies after that, okay? Because Baddies wasn't a lot this episode, so I can just chop all of this up. Also, hopefully the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville will be ready tomorrow for upload. I know I have a lot of stuff to edit, to add in, to make effects, you know, so it takes me more time when I cuss a lot, when I add in stuff, and, you know, when I gotta cut certain things out, dead air, stuff, you know, stutters and stuff like that, piece stuff together that I think sounds better than when I initially said it. So yeah, y'all should get that tomorrow or Thursday morning, okay? Probably leaning towards Thursday morning, y'all get the full review. It's just for LMAH. All right, so let's continue. So Jay-Z, Sean Diddy Combs, accused of R-wording a 13-year-old in a civil suit. Child. So it says, rapper Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs have been accused in a civil suit of R-wording a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The lawsuit, which was originally filed in October and refiled Sunday in New York to add Jay-Z to the list of defendants, alleges that the victim, identified only as a woman now living in Alabama, was R-worded by both men at a VMA after party. Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, referred to the allegations in the statement as blackmail attempts. Combs' attorney denied the allegations. So the lawsuit alleges that the girl, mind you, she's 13. The girl who's 13 went to the VMAs in New York City without a ticket, hoping to get inside. Also, I want to add in there that she says that her friend drove her to the VMAs. Now, I don't know too many 13-year-olds who are driving, and I don't know any 13-year-olds that are hanging out with people who are old enough to drive as friends, but who knows? I can't tell you. And then why did the friend leave you there as a 13-year-old if they're old enough to drive? I just, it's very confusing to me. Now, she said that she went to the VMAs in New York City without a ticket, hoping to get inside, but was instead invited to an after party by a limo driver who claimed to work for Combs. The limo driver allegedly drove her to the party where she was told to sign something that she believes was a non-disclosure agreement, the lawsuit claims. While inside, the lawsuit alleges after attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, so I guess this little 13-year-old girl is just walking around this party, talking to just multiple celebrities. Ain't nobody questioning this. Plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses circulating the crowd. The lawsuit claims she began to feel woozy and lightheaded after drinking a portion of the drink and went to find a place to lie down. She went into a room that had a bed in it. Shortly after lying down, Combs, Carter, and an unnamed woman, celebrity whom the alleged victim recognized, entered the room, the lawsuit claims. Let's continue. Let me know in the chat who y'all think the celebrity is. The lawsuit then alleges that Carter held her down, R-worded her, while Combs and the woman celebrity watched. After, Combs also R-worded her while Carter and the woman watched, the suit claims. Combs then attempted to force the girl to perform on him, but she managed to punch him, grab her clothes, wrap them around her, and run away. So she's trying to allege. Now, I want to say this. It could be alcohol that she drank that had her feeling woozy, but based on the lawsuit that I had seen, she included a photo of the syringes and stuff like that, of the liquid that Diddy was putting inside of people's drinks. So you're telling me, I'm just going over the facts. I say believe the victim until we have all of the proof, of course. But let's just recap where we're at so far. So a 13-year-old girl wanted to go to the VMAs. Her friend drove her there. Who's the friend? Is the friend also 13? Is the friend 14? Is the friend 15? Is the friend 16? Because 13, you're not able to go to high school yet, so it can't be, how is your friend in high school? And I looked it up. You can't drive. You can't drive unless you have a permit. And the youngest you can have a permit is 15 and a half years old. So I'm trying to understand, who brought her to this party? Where is that person? I want to know. Now, you got to the party. You didn't have a ticket. So you just started going to random people's limousines, and you stumble across Diddy's limousine driver who tells you, okay, well, I can take you to a VMA parties. You know, Carter like Combs, or Combs loves, you know, girls like you. A 13-year-old, right? And this is all alleged based on this lawsuit. I ain't got no dogs in this fight. I'm not windmilling for nobody. Now, you ended up going to a party. So at this point, right, you sound like you don't have any money on you. You're 13 years old, so I assume you don't have a credit card. You went to the VMAs to a location that the person who dropped you off saw you at, right? But now you're going into a car with a person to an undisclosed location, and you don't even know where you're going. How are you going to get home? Did you think they were going to drive you home? Did you think just some random celebrity was going to drive you to your house? Were you going to ask your dad to come and pick you up? Were you going to give your dad the phone so he could speak to Mr. Diddy or Combs and get the address to come and pick you up at from this adult party? And then when you get to the party, 13 years old, 13, you're going around just walking up trying to get the attention from any type of celebrity that you can. And then you take a drink. You take a drink that the waitresses are handing out. So the waitresses are handing out these drinks to everybody. She didn't say Diddy gave her this drink. She didn't say Jay-Z gave her this drink. But she said it was drinks that were just being passed around at the party. So was it just alcohol you're alluding to? Or are you also saying that you think that the drink was laced, spiked? Based on the photo of the liquid date rape drug that they have for Diddy in the upcoming trial that he's going to be in. So, like, based on that, so I'm saying you say that you went to this party, took this alcohol, right? Took this drink or this beverage that had you feeling so woozy that you needed to lie down after you drank about a quarter to a half of it, right? So then you go into the room. You go into the room. And yes, I am going to review the interview with Carlos King and Tisha. You go into the room and lie down. Now, how did you find the room? Were you just going around searching for random rooms that you didn't know was occupied or not? And you just found a random place to just sit and lay down and fall asleep. Then Combs and Diddy came in with this female celebrity that's unnamed, and they began to assault you, right? Now you got assaulted by by Carter, right? Then Combs came and tried to do the same thing to you, but this time also forced you to do the O on him. But according to you, you said whoever this person is, because I don't know who this is, she managed to punch him, grab her clothes, wrap them around her, run away, according to the lawsuit. Although there were other guests still at the party, no one appeared to take notice of the plaintiff's distress or attempted to help her. So now you're saying that, okay, so after I get roofied, right? I end up fighting back grabbing all of my clothes and running out of the party, but nobody seen me. Nobody seen me. Nobody took notice. Nobody paid attention to me as I was running out, basically at this point naked with my clothes wrapped around me to help me. According to the lawsuit, after leaving the house and putting her clothes back on, so although she's roofied at this point, she manages to fight off Combs, run out, grab her clothes, run out the house. So after she leaves the house at this point, she puts her clothes back on. The girl managed to run back to a gas station she had seen on the way to the party. So she's roofied, or she's been spiked or laced, or whatever the case may be. She had to lay down because she couldn't really operate herself, or she maybe needed a nap, but she managed to fight them, grab her clothes, run away. Nobody's seen her at the party as she was leaving. So no other celebrity can verify what she's saying, or whoever this person is. So after you left the house, you put your clothes back on. You ran to the gas station. And she then allegedly went to the clerk. He noticed her distress and allowed her to use the phone. She then allegedly used the phone to call her father and have him pick her up. This woman is seeking unspecified damages. Now, y'all, listen. This happened in 2000. So mind you, GPS ain't around at this time. Like, she can't just GPS it so she would have had to remember where the gas station was when she was on her way there, meaning all the streets to turn and go down and come up on the way there. So like, now y'all, let's continue. So in the response to the filing, Carter said in a statement, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny, baby. He said that in all caps. He means it. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics. What does that mean, fake physics? Like, what does that mean, fake physics? Will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable, the statement added. In a letter sent Monday to the judge overseeing the case, an attorney for Carter wrote, for the avoidance of doubt, Mr. Carter is entirely innocent. This is a shakedown. He is not mentioned, referenced, or implicated in any way in the criminal investigations of Combs. He is neither a target nor a person of interest in that investigation. The letter was sent to request an expedited hearing on a petition to prevent the plaintiff in the case from remaining anonymous. So Tenny Garagos, an attorney representing Combs, said in a statement, this amended complaint and the recent extortion lawsuit against Busby exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Combs for what they are, shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts in the integrity of the judicial process in court. The truth will prevail in that Mr. Combs never actually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman. Tenny Garregos, give us a break. We don't believe you. We don't believe you. We definitely believe y'all did that. We definitely believe he did that. Lock that nigga up for life. We don't want him out. He's a menace. Nobody believes like Tenny Garregos, okay? We don't believe Diddy. So please do not try to lump yourself in with Jay-Z and try to make it seem as if y'all in some type of united front, because that's not what it's giving based on the later statement that I'm going to read. But let's continue. Because I read that, I was like, now he's trying to make it seem like y'all fighting together because this person lied on Jay-Z. That means that all of these other lawsuits about me are fictitious lies. Bugsy was sued last month by an anonymous male celebrity who alleges the lawyer tried to extort payments by threatening to file allegations of sexual assault, which the celebrity denies. Busby, in return, denies the extortion allegations. Busby did not immediately respond to CBS News' request for comment. In a statement posted Sunday night on X, Busby alleged that Carter was behind the anonymous lawsuit against him. Child, what? And this is Tony's response. He says what he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Mediation means that you're going into mediation to get a settlement. And a settlement in a civil lawsuit is money. What else could you be suing for? Like, if you're not asking me for money, what are you asking for exactly? Since I sent this letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me in this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. Busby also wrote on Instagram that there has been a coordinated and aggressive effort against him that has included filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertion to anyone who will listen, and having mysterious people follow me and my family. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence. Combs is currently in custody in New York as he is awaiting trial on federal trafficking charges. His attempts to secure bail have been denied several times. Combs was arrested in September and charged with trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in the P word, with prosecutors accusing him of using business empires to engage in repeated abuses over the years. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges. And that was it, y'all. Y'all, I don't really know how realistic that story sounds. That makes sense. Now, could it be true? Absolutely. I don't put anything past any of these celebrities, but I would be very, very curious to know if there was any type of rape kit done, after this. Like, what did the dad do after she did this? Like, did the dad just chill out? Did the dad not take her to the hospital? If so, I would imagine that we would have the hospital records and a statement from the police of what went on, because I imagine if a 13-year-old girl went to the hospital for rape, that the police will be called immediately, especially if she's white. So what, like, so what other evidence can like exist? Because it sounds like to me, he say, she said. And to say that you wasn't asking for money, you were asking for mediation to reach a settlement of a monetary figure. And there's nothing wrong with asking for money after you've been assaulted, because I think that a person deserves everything after they've been assaulted. But to say that like we're not seeking any type of money, we were seeking mediation, like don't play on our intelligence. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very interested to see more information about this and to, like, you know, really figure this out. But to me, a 13-year-old girl getting dropped off to the VMAs by her friend. Number one, who the fuck your friend? And how is your friend driving? Like, did the mama of her friend drop you off? Like, who dropped her off? Like, how was your friend driving at 13? Like, or are you just friends with older people? Like, I was like, I don't know any type of 18, 17, 16, 15, shit, even 14-year-olds that want to hang around with a middle schooler, because 13 years old is middle school age. So, like, I don't know, y'all. Concepts in a science fiction movie that are not real. What we do know is that Diddy likes to record. Diddy should have the video. Yeah, and I'm like, so this random female celebrity was just watching too? Like, they didn't chase you as you were running out? Like nobody said get her? Like, it was no security at the door? So just anybody could come in and go out as they please? Like, I don't know. To me, it just sounds weird. Like, something about this story to me sounds a little off. And maybe it's because there's missing information that we don't have yet. But if this is all the information that we will get and that will be in the actual documentations when the lawsuit and the trial officially all begin, then I don't really know how believable and how much this will hold up in court. You know? But Jay-Z, I really want to know why you were hanging out with Diddy all of these years, and you probably knew what he was doing. And it makes me feel that, you know, birds of a feather flock together. So if you hanging around with him, I would imagine that you're into the same stuff that he's into. Because, like, I hang around with like-minded people. All my friends are really more so into the stuff that I'm into. You get what I'm saying? So why were you around him all of this time when he has been outwardly doing all this stuff that he's been doing? You said that this man is like your brother. But moving on, y'all. So let me do this real fast. Let me also see if I can find it on Instagram. For all of y'all that logged out, of this live and left the live, now I'm about to talk about some shit y'all really probably want to hear me talk about. I'm about to talk about this Carlos King interview with Tisha, or this Carlos King podcast, whatever the fuck. I'm not reacting to the whole thing. I'm only reacting to a portion of it that all y'all want me to discuss. Michael, be patient. Sit. But we're going to get into it. So let me see if I can find it. I'm looking still. Give me a second. Dang, that man who violently attacked that LA Vegas judge in court has been sentenced to 26 years in prison. Was it worth it, dummy? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm looking for it. I think it may have been on the Shade Room then. It probably was on there. You know, they homophobic. They always like to put in these like type of clips. Because I seen it on something. Wait, or could it have been the Jasmine brand? Was it the Jasmine brand? Or can y'all send me some clips? If y'all know the neighborhood talk, I don't see it on the neighborhood talk. I just looked. Y'all, I'm not gonna be able to review Baddies today. That's sad. I'm gonna have to review it on Friday with my boyfriend. Because I'm not trying to be on here for like 4 hours. He has to cook. I have not eaten. And I turn into a big bitch when I have not eaten. I don't see it. I'm looking for it. It ain't on here. Let me know if y'all see it. If it's on the neighborhood talk, send me the link in my Instagram. You DM'd it to me? Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, I see. Thank you. Thank you, Monique. All right. So now we're getting into the whole Carlos King, Tisha thing. Tisha went on Carlos King's annoying ass podcast. That's not what it's called, but that's how I feel about it because I don't like Carlos King. And baby, she was letting the choppers sing. Now, I had a lot of mixed reactions about what I was listening to, if I must say. Okay? Now, I'm about to play it, and we're about to listen. I'm about to share my screen. Give me 1 second. Or wait, I don't think I can share my screen and let y'all hear it. Give me, let me see how I can do this. I can let y'all hear it, but I don't know if I can play it because they like to play. Okay, quick, like let's do a real quick test. Okay. Let me do a quick test with y'all. Let me see if y'all let me see something. All right. Do y'all hear that beat? Do y'all hear this beat? Put one in the chat if you hear the beat. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that beat. Put a 2 in the chat if you did not. Okay, so y'all did hear it. Okay, cool. I was making sure. So let me see. I'm about to play it. I'm about to go back to my last tab. So I'm about to see what's been said. So the article reads, Letitia Scott claims that Martell sleeps with men and it is not alleged. So let's continue.
Because he didn't see anything. I'm like, why? I just don't understand why he would say that, why he would throw me in the middle of that. And so him and Marcel was going back and forth. Unfortunately, edits didn't show what Marcel said, but they showed what Martell said. So you guys really did see or hear everything that Marcel was saying to him because Marcel was dropping receipts and he was naming guys who Martell have slept with in Huntsville.
That's okay. We gotta say alleged.
No, it's not alleged. It's not alleged.
I mean,
because Carlos, let me tell you. So
ahead.
you guys have known. You said that I've been quiet. I know a lot more.
Now, par for the course, of course, that, you know, if you say that that I slept with somebody, I'm going to say you slept with somebody. Now, my question is, why wasn't this shown? You could have bleeped the names out, but why didn't you show this? It's almost like Carlos King is protecting Martell because Carlos King is a part of the harem that Martell is fucking with. I've been saying that for a while, and it's all alleged. But that's just what I believe. That's my opinion. Let's continue.
More than what I say. And for years, Marcel have been like, no, T, don't do that. No, T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Martell because I just don't want to be fighting with him. So, but at some point, you have to be like, enough is enough. Like, leave us alone. Stop it. We don't say nothing about you. When we do say something, it is like something that has been asked of us on the TV show. We're filming a television show. If someone asks us a question or something that you've already put out there, we can speak on it. But we don't put things out there before you put it out there. So, you know, it's like, leave me alone because I can say a lot more.
So the thing is, you are clearly fed up.
Oh, yeah, big time.
But notice how he is trying to skirt around the topic. He's moving on. You don't want to talk about that mess. You love to get into the mess of everything dealing with Melody, you know, everything going on the show. You want to be messy. But when it comes to Martell sleeping with men, you don't want that to be exposed. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? And it's not because, and Diddy Bell, you said it's because he's under his spell. I don't think it's because he's under his spell. I think it's because Carlos King already knows that. And I think that Carlos King probably has slept with Martell. I also think that Carlos King has a real deep attraction to men who appear straight, who are in heterosexual relationships. He seems the type to like DL men. That's what he gives me. You know, the type to, you know, laugh in your face and then go screw your man behind your back when you go out of town or something like that. You know, your boyfriend, you think you got your gay best friend at home. Meanwhile, your gay best friend at home is sitting here begging your boyfriend because your boyfriend is on the down low. Why are you so protective of this? And why is it that we can talk about Melody having conversations with the side chick and none of that is, you know, is scrapped on the table? This woman has a whole restraining order against this man. We're not stopping them from talking about her, dragging her, trying to lie on her, none of that. But if we expose Martell for sleeping with men, even after he's been homophobic on the show, then that's where we cross the line and we edit that out. That's edited out. So maybe Marceau wasn't big of a bitch as I said he was earlier in the review. Who knows? Because apparently Tisha's saying that they cut a lot of shit out that we didn't see. Because it opens him up for a lawsuit outing him on a public platform by a coworker. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If anything, when you sign a contract with a network, you can't sue each other. And you can't sue the network for something that somebody on the show said. If that was the case, all the housewives would be suing the shit out of each other.
So my question is like, so what, like, what's the reason that we're protecting Martell? What's the reason that we're editing stuff out? What's the reason that we're saving all of this stuff from being seen from the public eye? Like, all you have to do is bleep out the names. But like, if he said you slept with, if Marcel said you slept with men, that's all you really had to show. But you didn't show it. But you did show him claiming that a whole bunch of niggas ran trains on Tisha. You did show him saying that Tisha allegedly was on camera doing nasty stuff with his homeboys. You did show that, but you don't show this. She did it without his consent. What the fuck do you mean without his consent? He literally lied and said that she had a sex tape. I don't think that she consented to that. There's no fucking legal barrier for saying that somebody's gay, or that somebody likes men, or somebody's bisexual. It's no lawsuit for that, but it is a lawsuit probably for you lying about somebody being on a sex tape. I would imagine that. Which I'm not gonna believe that we can sue because somebody said we slept with a man, but we can't sue if somebody lied about me being on a sex tape. And I'm a grown ass fucking woman with kids and a career. In front of the world, might I add. But that's where we draw the line. Outing somebody, even though they said some shit like that. And I saw people in the comment section of this basically saying Martell's sexuality is not up for debate because who cares? I'm more so concerned about the fact that the cast of LMAH saw or were aware of revenge porn that Tisha just admitted that they were aware of, and they all downplayed as just some text messages. Let's also listen, because I didn't hear that. Let's continue. I mean, we all know it happened, but I'm just like, dang. So you knew? So he got tapes of Arian and Melody. Who is he showing this stuff to? Marceau and Maurice. And Carlos King is just stone faced. He's not reacting to any of this. Like, Carlos King is one of the biggest pieces of shit in that empty ass fucking closet. I do not like this man. I don't like him. I despise this man, y'all. I really do not like Carlos King. Everything about Carlos King disgusts the shit out of me. Oh, y'all can't hear it? I thought y'all said y'all were able to hear it. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I can show it, y'all. I'm nervous. Hold on. Can I like? But don't worry. Like, this is gonna be a separate video, and I'm gonna edit the audio in, so y'all gonna be good. Y'all gonna be good, okay? We gonna be good. But basically, she's saying that the man that she claimed that Martell was saying that she was sleeping with was in 2001 when she was still in college. She didn't even know Martell around that time. And she says that she didn't even know. She says that she knows for a fact that Martell wouldn't know what she was doing because word around the street is at that time when she was in college, Martell was messing around with boys. She also said that Melody was telling the truth about the tapes and that Martell has gone around showing the boys the tapes. And what's so weird about that is because if I'm not mistaken, last season when this all kind of started to happen or roll out, they were trying to act like they didn't know if it was true or not, but y'all seen the tapes the whole time. So y'all gonna be subpoenaed into court, basically. So all of this time, y'all know that Melody is telling y'all the truth, but y'all sitting here claiming that this man is a good person, a good guy, and he's out here showing y'all sex tapes of Mel and him, which is also weird, because why are you showing your homeboys naked videos of you? Why is it that your homeboys would even be open to seeing the tapes of they homeboy and his homegirl? So yeah, so that's all. That's all for that. That's all. So it sounds like everything the Mel said about him was true, and they all knew it and was doing nothing but gaslighting her about him being a fucking good guy. Because truth be told, if Tisha knows that Martell showed them this, then Kimmy knows that Martell showed them this. And then for y'all to say y'all don't agree with a black man being locked up, but y'all knew about this. You knew about this, Kimmy. You knew about this, Tisha. All y'all knew about this. And y'all were trying to act like y'all had no idea what was going on, if it could be true or not. Now come to find out, y'all were lying the whole time, which really proves how despicable all you bad built bitches are in Huntsville. Like I said, I don't understand why people do not understand why Melody continues to play in these people's faces, because y'all deserve everything to happen to you. Y'all are disgusting. And now you're trying to out him and do all of this, say all of this. Y'all was cool with it before. Don't get mad now when he's doing the same thing to y'all, exposing y'all for all of the dirty laundry that y'all have in y'all closet that y'all don't want to talk about. Tisha thought she ate. Just proved Marceau's fake outrage. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand how shocked I be when Monique is literally in agreement about Melody. Because y'all don't know, Monique does not like Melody. She loved herself to Martell down. Like, that's so low. That's so gross. That's so disgusting. Like, how dare you? Like, just disgusting human beings you all are. Like, disgusting human beings. Like, every single one of you. Don't send them after me. But y'all, yeah. I think that's it for tonight. I think we're at 2 hours. I think that's all I have for y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Okay. I gotta eat. I gotta shower. My man has to cook. And we're going to be like I said, I'm going to edit the Love and Marriage Huntsville video tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it uploaded by Thursday, depending on how hard it is going to be. I imagine it's going to be very hard because there were a lot of disturbances, cursing, pauses, stuttering that I have to edit out. So, and thank you, Scotty, little $2. Oh, Scotty throwing singles on me like I'm a stripper, y'all, period. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. But I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day. I want y'all to know that y'all are loved, that y'all have purpose, that y'all are meant to be here. And if nobody told you today, I love you. And drink water, love yourself, because if you don't, you'll be out here married to bad built men with big backs and low stamina, low IQ, low attraction, low attractiveness, just everything low. Except the dick and the balls. Just everything. Them shits is high, but everything else is low. You'll be married to that. Now, I know y'all don't want that. So love yourself. So you won't end up like Kimmy and Tisha. When y'all got to go home to a big back, wide hip, jiggly man with titties. I know y'all don't want that. Okay? Nobody likes that. Your titties rubbing up on his titties, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody you don't know who titties y'all feeling on in the middle of the night. His titty, your titty, you can't tell the difference between the two, right? But you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day, okay? And I plan on doing the same. Okay, peace. Bye.